Hello everyone. Welcome to a rescue episode of Art Whisper 88. Now this is one of my failures. I have to show this. I was filming one day and my camera died and I had to stop and start all over again. So I was left with this piece which I was very unhappy about, and I want to see if I can salvage it, if I can transform a failure into something that is something I can be proud of. So I'm going to add, my first step is to add some collage on it. Now that I have a lot of collage material to work with, and then take it from there. So I have this black tissue paper. So I will cut a very large black shape. Okay, that's my basic structure. So this is a case where I change my mind in the middle of mounting. I do that pretty often. Actually, I'm going to do this in 2 segments. Okay. Right. So that's for starters, and I will let this dry with my desk fan and then move on to the next step. Okay, here we are at the next segment. I have here my reusable stencils, which I arranged off camera. And this is Cadmium Red Light by Basics Acrylic Liquitex. And this is yellow oxide. So what I intend to do is do a split fountain where I have the cadmium red here in the middle and then the yellow oxide on the outer edges. So let me do the yellow oxide first. Feels like it's been a while since I've used my brayers, so it's nice to be rolling again. Okay. I'm glad I saved these plastic trays from the grocery. They're very useful, especially for soaking these stencils. Okay, I think I got all of them. Here's the piece. I think it's pretty much dried by now. I just hope the registration is not too bad. There's a little bit of buckling with this paper, but since it's a watercolor paper and it's extra heavy, this is a Strathmore 400 watercolor paper. When this dries completely, I think it will straighten out. And what I do sometimes is, if the buckling is pretty bad, I will put it underneath other paper as a weight, and that's a way to straighten out the ripples on the paper. Okay, let's see what we have here. I think it's a pretty cool result. There's a bit of misregistration on the right side, but that's okay. So again, I will air dry this piece and then move on to the next step. Let me see if I can capture this. This is unbleached titanium. A little bit of black. And light blue permanent. I miss doing my scribble. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, I think it's a good transfer. Very cool. I like that. Great. So this ghost print is really a beautiful bonus. I'm very happy about it. So I'll be right back after a short break. Okay, everybody, back after a short break. This has dried nicely. It's slightly buckled, but I think once I place a heavy weight on top of it, it should straighten out. Here's a close-up. I think I was able to salvage this. Because it has some interesting elements now. So I won't think of it as a failure. And here's the ghost print. Now I thought of adding collage to it, but I think it has enough going on with it. Here's a close-up. I think the blending is very painterly. And I do like these fluid acrylics. They work very well for ghost prints because they're very I wouldn't say watery, because water is not the reason why it is very fluid, because it's highly pigmented. But the formula lends itself well to gel printing. And you don't need too much. A little goes a long way. So anyway, I'm glad you came along for the ride with this rescue mission. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I hope to see you next time.